In the beginning of the 17th century, Queen Elizabeth I granted the East India Company the right to trade in the East Indies. What started as a trading venture soon became a force that exploited the weakening Mughal Empire, using both military and political power. In the year 1757, the British defeated the Nawab of Bengal at the Battle of Plassey. This victory marked the start of British dominance in India. 7 years later, the Battle of Buxar cemented their control over Bengal. But in 1857, a massive uprising shook the British. Indian soldiers, princes and civilians rose up against the East India Company, driven by military grievances, unfair policies and economic exploitation. Though the rebellion was crushed, British confidence in company rule was shattered. In 1858, the British Crown took direct control. The East India Company was abolished. Power shifted to the British monarch, represented by a viceroy in India and a Secretary of State in London. Queen Victoria promised equal treatment and religious tolerance, but real power stayed out of Indian hands. The British Raj imposed a new order. English became the language of administration and education. Western-style universities and a British legal system replaced traditional ones. Economic policies focused on exporting Indian raw materials and importing British goods, devastating local industries and worsening famines. Resistance grew. The Indian National Congress, founded in 1885, began demanding a greater role for Indians. The partition of Bengal in 1905 sparked mass protests and the Swadeshi movement, urging Indians to boycott British goods. During the First World War, India gave soldiers and resources, but harsh laws and tragic events like the Jallianwala Bagh massacre fueled further anger. Then came Mahatma Gandhi. Returning in 1915, he led non-violent movements, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, and Quit India, rallying millions. Other leaders like Subhas Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Sardar Patel also rose to prominence. After the Second World War, Britain was weakened. Naval mutinies and mass protests made it clear the empire could not hold on. In 1947, the Mountbatten Plan divided India into two nations, India and Pakistan. On the 15th of August, India became free. This was the long, complex road by which the British Crown took control of India, and how, at last, India reclaimed its independence.